We continue counting down to the Colts wild card game playing this weekend in Baltimore. That city, of course, the former home of the Colts. And Brad Brown joins us with a unique way one fan is remembering the old team. Brad.
Yeah, Jenna, good evening. It's been nearly 30 years since the Mayflower Vans moved the Colts to Indianapolis. Some folks in Baltimore certainly have not forgotten. Dave First is there and found a restaurant in Baltimore where the Colts' old legacy is not remembered so fondly.
Located at the base of an area called Brewers Hill sits an often packed Mexican restaurant called Nacho Mama's. But the Johnny Unitas 19 in the window lets fans know it's much more than that.
We also have pieces from the goalpost from the 58 game and the 59 game.
General Manager Sean Leahy is proud of the Baltimore Colts championship memorabilia. But of all the art and artifacts, the most popular item is this. A likeness of the late Colts owner Bob Irsay in a miniature coffin with a Mayflower logo emblazoned down the side.
A lot of people come in and they'll just look around and go, oh, wow, look at this, look at this. But they all, I guess it's where it's positioned, they all catch it. And a lot of people grin about it, or if they're from out of town, then they want to know the story behind it.
The story is rather simple. It goes back to 1984 when Bob had everything loaded up into the famous Mayflower Vans to move the team to Indy. The coffin quotes Irsay before it all happened when he said, "I will not move the Colts out of Baltimore, and that Baltimore Mayor Don Schaefer is my friend." Diehard Colts fans point out he lied, he died.
Some of the older generation are still bitter. A lot of people have moved on, but they haven't forgotten. One of the biggest points of contention is that people would like to have been able to keep the name. The Colts got their name because Maryland has a rich history of horse racing and breeding horses. I don't think I've seen very many horse races in Indianapolis.
Everything Colts is in pieces nowadays, right down to signs from the old Memorial Stadium.
Before they demolished it, they let people go in. They had an auction company in there and they sold everything.
Right. People could buy up whatever they wanted to.
And we got a ton of stuff.
The images still linger, and yes, some feelings do too.
This is one heck of a conversation piece, though, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And that's why it's chained and locked up so that it stays in the restaurant.
Sean tells me that most of the sports bars around the Baltimore area still do celebrate the old Baltimore Colts. It's a franchise that might be gone, certainly not forgotten. In Baltimore, Dave First, RTV 6 Sports.